G'day, this is Simon of South OC Cars and Coffee. I'm with JC, who rolled in last week in this particular vehicle, and I thought, man, I should make this car of the week, but it was rainy. We couldn't do it. And then he rolled in again this week. I thought, I'm not going to miss the opportunity. You guys know I have a soft spot for this vehicle because, well, it's what I learned to drive in. What is it, mate?
It is a 1967 Toyota Land Cruiser.
This thing is pristine, exactly the sort of thing I used to drive. Hey, check it out. JC, as I said, I am a sucker for Land Cruisers because I have such an emotional attachment having learned to drive in one. And the 67 for me in particular, because that was what my dad had when I was, well, 7 years old. I learned to drive in one of these things. You can tell the earlier model, they've still got the curve on the headlights. The small round indicators is a good way of telling this era. And the other thing these things had, of course, was a 3 on the floor, and they went to a 4-speed on the floor a little later. But tell me, how did you come by the car? Where did it come from originally?
Originally, it's a Japanese version. They went to South America in 1967. Imported here and was in very good condition, not like that, but we restored in the last 2 years, putting everything Toyota part. Fortunately, you can find it, and trying to be the most original possible with some new look, but it's the idea to have most original.
Yeah, I mean, when I look at it, there's a lot of stuff that I really like because it's original. Some of the things that I noticed, there's a little bit of an Australian attachment there. You got Old Man Emu springs, which of course are Aussie leaf springs. And the other thing I noticed as well, when these things came out in 67, they were constant four-wheel drive on the front hubs. Yes, you had a low range, high range, two-wheel drive selection on the second transmission, but the front wheels were always turning the front hubs, and people would actually install manual locking hubs. So I can remember on our farm with my dad saying, boys, get out and lock the hubs because we're going to go do some four-wheel driving. Well, this has got, period, correct?
Yes.
Automatic locking hubs, which is very cool.
Old style, original, I think so. They put in on these cars is the same one that use the new cars, but it's automatic. 69, I think so is the model.
Yeah. That's very cool. And I love the original hubcaps as well, which of course...
Yes, it's Toyota. All is
so
Toyota.
Period, correct. Everything, when we look inside the vehicle as well, there's something about that interior. Now, you said it came from Japan, so was it right-hand drive originally, or was it left?
Left because they exported to South America.
But the interesting thing about Land Cruisers, the smart way that they did it, if you look at the shape of the instrument cluster and you look at the shape of the glove compartment, they are effectively exactly the same shape. Now, you couldn't use the same dash panel because obviously all the holes for all the switches are in the wrong place, and it's also got the cutaway for the steering column. But the principle of trying to keep everything fairly symmetrical kept the machining costs and everything down.
Yeah, we put in this one heater because originally it comes without heater, but I bought a here antique heaters that is made here, and because we need it. But the rest is trying to be the most original possible.
Yeah, I love it. And then of course we got the vents down here that I can remember as a kid driving along on a dusty road. It'd be middle of summer, boiling hot. Your little legs would be stuck to the vinyl seats, and so you'd kick those vents open, and what it would do is stir up all the dirt off your floor into your face. So if somebody was going to kick that open, either the passenger or the driver, you had to be prepared. Like, close your eyes, you're about to get a whole face full of dirt.
And we tried to put, for example, upholstery. We find the same grain and same color that was original, and it was a little hard to the grain, but it's they're trying to be the same.
So is the color an original color?
Yes.
Oh man, that's so good. So as we walk around it, just everything I like. Everything on this thing,
it looks new. The motor is new.
It's just and the back. Let's have a look in the back if we can, JC. Are you able to open the back up for us? So out comes swings the spare wheel. That's the first thing we have to do. And then of course we look in the back, and we got these troop seats in here as well, which is super cool. I can remember riding around in a school teacher we had that had one of these sitting in the back. No seat belts, of course, but we didn't really worry about things like that in those days.
I ordered seat belts now.
They make them for them?
Yeah, no, I bought one they use in my other cars. That is the airplane seat.
Oh yeah, great idea.
Yeah, I have it, and it's a great color, but I need to install.
Well, just every angle on this thing is beautiful. Now can we have a look under the hood, because it's just as pretty under there. Man, that looks beautiful. That looks about as original as I've seen one of these. There's a couple of newer things. You've got your controller for your heater, I guess, back here.
Yes.
But still got that original inline six with the little carburetor on it. It's just, it just looks great. Did you get somebody to go through the motor and rebuild it all?
The motor was rebuilt 2 years ago, and we tried to keep as original possible, and it's in size 20, that is the second, and but everything is repair, check, fix it, new installation, electrical, and everything, wires, spark plugs, everything.
I mean, the thing about the Land Cruiser, this era of Land Cruiser, they were so serviceable. They thought of every possible thing they could. For example, the whole front end, if you unbolt it, you could tip that forward to service the radiator and what have you. And I think they used to, in the early ones, you could even put a crank handle down through the one. They even had a hole where you could actually crank them if your starter motor had died. So they were designed that if you went somewhere and the battery went flat, you still could get out of trouble. Which is super great. I love it. I mean, all the obviously new shocks, new suspension, all the bushings and everything are brand new, but it still looks like it's just come out of the factory this way. Yeah. Absolutely amazing. Well, as our Car of the Week winner, JC, you'll get this Meguiar's complete kit, which includes the Hot Shine Foam, the Perfect Clarity Glass Cleaner, Quick Interior Detailer, Ultimate Wash and Wax, Hybrid Ceramic Detailer, and a microfiber towel. Keep this magnificent, absolutely magnificent Land Cruiser in the splendid shape it's in. Thank you so much, and thank you for bringing it out.
You're welcome, and congratulations for your show, the best.
Oh, thank you so much.